Okay.
So this is the.
I think make sure you talk up, guys. Yeah.
So this is the BA Honours Game Cycle Industry Honours Project, and this is our second presentation. This will be an update for where we are now with the project, December. So the original concept for this game was, and it's pretty much remained more or less the same, is the concept is a first-person action adventure game, which is intended to be a single-player narrative-driven experience that focuses on player exploration of a 3D level environment, complete objectives, which will likely be solved via puzzle-based and problem-solving gameplay. So it also combines a bit of a modern horror setting set in the late 90s time period. It's in a coastal town, and you play a detective that's investigating the murders. A high concept sentence, so this one well. Embark on a suspenseful, gripping and frightening horror investigation drama set within the Cornish coast. Unique selling points, key features. Unique selling points, gripping and suspenseful narrative, full of twists and betrayals. Advanced artificial intelligence that prioritises hunting and searching for the PC in a realistic manner. Stunning visuals based off the Cornish key features. Multi-level game with multi-unique handcrafted locations and environments, and a sandbox design with a non-linear play flow. So this is a little bit from the high concept document. So it's a horror game with elements of murder mystery. Protagonist is a survivor striver or experienced striver, and kind of would be an young adult male, considering just the type of game being a PC kind of game. Game environment, of course, the seaside coastal village, with a mine, a lighthouse, and an inn location, or a bar, I guess. And the narrative is an adventure for your journalist and your investigating experiences. So those are the original mind maps. We kind of came up with the idea. That was the mood board we did back in October. Yes, the script. Right, so the script went through, this was draft 2, but the script went through another 2 drafts after this, so it went to 4. The third draft was written, and I gave it to Ben, and then he went over the entire draft over the weekend. Then he gave me back a bunch of notes, and then we sort of finalised in draft 4, so that was basically the script done. After that, we did a quest structure breakdown, so this was just to help Kyle work out where quests should, I think we still got a quest structure in the game now, right?
We've got the quest structure.
Yeah, but basically these quest structures, they have like journal entries and stuff like that, just based off of this. Then we finally did a shot list for the animators and specifically for Warwick, so you could do the storyboard. So we did a shot list after that, and then I did all those, and then we went from there. With the storyboard, we'll hopefully get an animatic done as well. That'll probably work over Christmas. Yeah, that's some time to do that. At least for the concept out from you, Roy. Yeah, you want to come up?
Am I in shot, Steve?
Yep.
Cool. So I've been doing quite a bit of the concept art for the characters and environments for the game. These are some early concepts for characters that are cut, as well as the main antagonists of the game, the fisherman and the protagonist, Ali. These are some of her later concepts. I believe some of these went into the model sheet process.
No, just some concept. Like, well, character that's now cut, so kind of worthless. We just move on. Okay. This was just a concept idea for the minor character. When we reset the minor character, so then he was changed to be more like realistic and less like, what was it originally, devil worship or something. So yeah. He got all that taken out and then was redesigned. Then up there is just some really rough hand-drawn sketches of Kenneth, who eventually this one was done. Then I did a sort of digital version of those, and then I found a model sheet for that. And then just the radios and stuff for the radio character, the second sort of character that speaks for a radio. So that's basically that. And that's the mechanic. He's not cut, but he isn't as focused in on the story now. Work.
So these are some model sheets for protagonist Ali. Did like a side shot and front back with her clothed as well as unclothed to make the initial process of modelling her body easier. And the same thing again for the antagonist, the fisherman.
Okay, yeah. These were the complete ones because they're actually a T-post version, and of course the ones are sort of digital. But this was just the basic model sheets for the innkeeper and the minor character. So they were basically finished, and I've got a rough model done of this character now, but it's just a really rough basic version. Over Christmas I'm going to do like this Udemy course, then finish him probably for next year.
That character, of course, and I'm probably going over that again. I have a new model sheet, character sheet, which was for the ice cream man, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
And I have him on me, so he's handed in, but I don't have a JPEG of him right now, so it's only the actual manga lip file, so I can't put on the
That's okay.
but it's similar, it has the T-pose and all that. And this was some of the rough level maps. One of those got cut, that's the lighthouse, because that got changed from a level map to a model. So it's now just a model that being searched as a map, where originally it was its own map, so it had its own. All those got wasted, but these are some of the early ones that left in mind there. I think we kind of changed that.
Yeah,
Block out.
if I put the block out quickly, I guess. Basically, the only change was I kept everything else pretty much the same. But the big changes was that I made it so these mines were parallel, they went vertical, so some of them were up, down, that had like sort of tunnels and caves and cracks and stuff. So that's basically the only changes I made there.
And then it's basically the same. I think that was the finalized one for the coastal town.
The coastal town is still the same. It's basic layout at the moment. There's not been any other changes at the minute, but as we move forward, I might start picking up, pushing more into there, more buildings and stuff like that in there. But mainly just to have something set in stone, mechanics in there, so we just kept it simple for now. Whereas having 3 out of 12 months.
That one was cut, so we're probably doing that. And running more, that's your original.
It's an easy model.
It's not wrong.
Yeah, this is just the Photoshop level map design. It's completely, Luke changed it and modeled it.
overly changed.
No.
This is pretty much
irrelevant now.
The thing that I did notice now is that there is an extra tunnel and a big final area, so we could add those back because it would be very easy to just re-add those sections in.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing we could probably bring into it, and possibly some of the dead ends. So that dead end and this dead end could be brought back into the game.
That's pretty basic block out, so we could.
Yeah, it's easily added.
Because these are one of the early 3D models. And Craig wanted to do this
Yeah,
video.
so these are like some of the early texture maps that I've been doing. That's the bus stop, but we changed that idea, got an up-to-date version. I have done like the main character model, retopologized it. I'm now doing the fisherman. I have modelled like a few more assets for the game. So yeah.
And Luke got one of the minor started, if I remember.
Yeah, and I also did like some whiskey bottles and wine bottles and stuff like
There's
that.
actually there's one of these, but there's not many renders of it right now, so like these are your early run.
So far in this project I've been able to produce a wider range of assets which are all game ready, textured, including the houses, the bus, which isn't textured yet, but I'm still going to be working on that. Other than that, I'm just going to look to create more assets, to create more variation for the level design of the map, and hopefully add an extra layer of realism to it.
Audio, yeah.
Yes. This is the only thing I can do. These are all the tracks I had originally in the first presentation. Some of them had to change because the script changed. There was no. I'm pretty sure we cut the villain at the end. Yeah, so that I had to change that track and try and find another place for it. I also did all of the Foley for the other sounds in the game, apart from a couple. So we got walking and all the atmosphere ones. And then I also edited and all the voice lines so they fit the characters, and then added the radio effects and everything. For that, that's pretty much it.
And animation.
The animations, we had a numerous amount of cutscenes planned. 5, I think, initial review. Has that changed at all since we've gone
I
on
think
that?
so, I do.
So the storyboard.
Storyboard was a lot shorter.
Yeah, so
slimmed it down.
we've got that down for the time being. However, the number of animations we're making has pretty much stayed the same.
Yeah, biped animation
Overall.
stayed exactly.
In terms of actual animations,
Here we go.
we do have some completed now. At the very least,
I'm pretty sure that is the basic. They were the basic workout.
yeah, at the very least,
Format
basic
work.
remodeling. I have no idea why it's
Yeah,
working,
it's in the format's screwed, so.
okay.
but they exist.
This is it, Jordan. So you're saying the formatting this video so it looks great on any device, so check back later to view it, so it won't show it now, it'll show it when it
Show it
finishes
later.
formatting.
Oh, okay, so it's still loading then.
So we'll see it later.
And when we get to the next page, we'll do the exact same.
Technical issues, maybe?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just move on. The animation seemed to
Right, okay. So this is loads early on now, obviously before we had any actual 3D models, all block out.
And
Oh.
I've got a video here.
Oh, we got the video. Well, this is an early video, isn't it?
Yeah, this is an early video.
Okay, so yeah, this is early development. I was just obviously just showing the level off at that point. I've expanded the sea in the cave area just so it's, when you're standing as a player, you can see a more wider range. So it doesn't look like you're just going to fall off the edge of the map.
I think no one knows. I think it shows the rain effects, maybe?
Okay. I'll try to wing this now.
Yeah,
Yeah, so basically this is early quest system which I've been working on codes for quite some time now, which has been quite hard. So basically it's just a short video of me building and working on codes and showing maybe some errors and how I fix them. I do have particle effects with rain. I haven't turned that on in the new build yet because it's not really important as much as the mechanics.
The latest game capture, I think that's this one and it's format.
This is the final one, is it? Is this the final one, is it?
No, there's just double check there's not the overall. If you put latest, but
Oh, yeah, this is what was the one I put in the overall.
is that what it
That's
was?
the one it was, they call it the latest game capture.
Oh, okay, alright. I do have it, obviously, it's on the file ready to go, but obviously I can't show you and talk about it now because it's not.
Can we see it though, can we?
Yeah, we can. I can just
Can you
shut
get
this
out,
down
can you?
quickly. Escape. Exit. This is in your
Should be in my capture somewhere.
card submission.
I mean, it's, to be fair, it's, I removed the water because I thought it might help with the crashing of the bait we was having issues with. I started cutting a little bit out and just focusing on code again, which I did manage to fix a few pieces of code today. We are having issues with the bait still. Seems every time I do something else is an issue, but it's just trying to figure it all out and try to get it done in time. Hopefully we do by the end of the second side of this project.
Yeah, it's not working when I try and download it, so yeah. No. Oh god, speak too soon.
Let's see, I did the wrong video now. Well, okay, yeah, so obviously it's quite dark. It's supposed to be night time. I should have I should have lit the video up really, but this is just an overall bit. Yeah, so basically I've obviously got some more 3D models in there at the moment, and these will be like the quest givers. These are just testing them and they're not going to be placed there. It's just so it's easily accessible for me. Some of it is still the same as the blockout, but obviously I've got some assets from Megascans, and obviously some of it does still look too smooth and not roughed up. I mean, I have tried to bring back on making it look nice, because I need the mechanics in there more so. Looking nice, I can do that. I'm going to have to do that in the second part, which will be a lot easier to do than trying to build the mechanics up quick. I'm not sure if so basically this is the quest log. When you press Q, it will show up here where your quests are. I don't know, so basically you walk up to the NPC, press E, shows up a quest, and that says reach the dock. That was part of a different quest, so I didn't change that. reject, accept. You accept it. You bring up the quest log again. You can click on story quest or side quest. That should bring up the details. And I'll say what you need to do for those quests to trigger them off. Currently, I have the quest there, and when you walk into the reach destination, it does work with a print string, but it's not registering completely in the top right hand side. So I need to try and get that fixed. But yeah, that's what I'll talk about.
Monetization is pretty much the same as we originally planned it, so it will be released most likely in Steam and
Possibly Epic.
yeah, possibly Epic Games, and also maybe releasing an early access stage, try and get money to help with the funding of the Blood Family game, and but some stuff about post monetization support and stuff like that, but it's not exactly thrilling. Basically questions and answers.
Okay, can we have a look at the last footage again, can we?
That's what?
Footage.
Excellent.
So what, let's play it slowly. What assets have we got in there from various people?
If you pause it when you go over, you pause it like when it turns over.
Yeah, the houses are there.
Yeah, the houses are done by Craig. The problem with the houses we had was the textures weren't sitting right, were they, Craig?
No,
they blurred out when you got close to them. They didn't sit right, but
I've redone it and I've done it as 4K and done a different texture map separately.
So I mean, if they're ready to go, all I have to do is transition those out. We've got Aaron's bus shelter there. Craig has got his foam pylons, which I do need to add cables to, but like I said, they're not really, I need to do them now. Craig's got some benches for the pub garden area.
I do have some more which I uploaded a while ago now.
Was it a telephone box?
Yeah, Aaron's, I don't know if it's his final telephone box, it's more just drop it in, you know what it looks like kind of thing. And then, yeah, I've got my dumpster carts there, as well as some empty bottles, plastic bottles and cans. I'm going to obviously make loads more rubbish there, I'll just throw them in there. Yeah, I've got a couple of placeholder bins and stuff like that. Most of it is still generic because I want to take over and just do the design stuff, but I know if I start doing that, then my mechanics side is just going to stop. So I can't keep doing both. I have to rein it in and just focus on one.
That's right, yeah.
Just try to add little bits here and there to make it look like it's advancing.
So have we got the player in there yet, have we?
We've got a player character in there, but it's not rigged, nothing, or doesn't look like anyone, does it? Not really now.
So have we got any actual characters in there at all yet?
I've got no characters in there yet now.
Any reasons? What's the reason for that? Are they not finished or rigged or what?
Well, Ronan has given me an animation set for the main protagonist, but I think because it was done in BiClad, they're not working, so it's just standing there. Ronan's obviously got evidence of them moving and stuff, but
How about the fisherman animation? Are they working?
I don't think the fisherman did go in there now.
I was just going to say, like, I noticed with the innovation project, because obviously I did get characters moving around in that one, so just bringing this in. I don't know what the characters were rigged, but they did appear to be skeletons or IKAs.
Yeah.
So that might be the reason why, because the innovation one, I've got those guys running around, they're working perfectly.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't even like people, they're just
Yeah.
two legs walking around in a mech. But potentially what we might need to do is redo all the characters' animations as IKs.
Yeah.
And then they will start moving around properly in Unreal, but that's just like...
There are also a few characters that need to be finished off.
yeah,
They do need to be finished. Well, the characters do need to be finished off, and obviously rigged for me to really mess around with them. I can't really mess around with them like that unless I start building stable characters to do myself, which will obviously be pointless if they're not going to be in the game. But I mean, they'll get them done.
Okay, so are we sticking with the quest system or are we going to change it?
I'm going to just, because at the beginning of the presentation here, it was objective based, it was puzzle based, so it would be like clues on where to find things. it'd be good to keep the quest system in there for that, if I can get it working. If I can't get this one working, it will be scrapped. We will then go to Jordan and we'll say to him, what is it you want us to do? What game? Is it going to be a first-person shooter now? Is it going to be a zombie apocalypse mass, coming out the sea and coming over and get you on it? The imagination processor will be down on him. So we'll have to decide, but we'll have to come up with something. And I'm sure we will, regardless. We'll do something with it.
Who's actually team lead now? Jordan. Is that changed?
No.
Okay.
Us two movements.
Okay.
I feel like an ego just. You've been team leading this entire time.
Okay. So how are we getting on with that classic equation?
Asset generation, I think we've got most of the small assets done. So those, they just need to be textured and ready for UE4. Some of the characters, I think the fisherman, the miner, and the main character I've done. Oh, the innkeeper.
No, sorry, the innkeeper.
The innkeeper, yeah. It's the innkeeper, ice cream man, and bus driver.
Yeah, bus driver. Like the thing is that he's probably the bus driver's probably the least relevant character, so he'd be the last to do. It's just the ice cream man and the innkeeper that need to get sort of rough models on it, and then just improving the models. I don't know. Possibly.
I think over Christmas that'll be the focus.
Yeah, that'll be the focus.
To get those ones finished, at least to a stage where we can animate. And if there's a problem with, was it bipeds? The problem with
Biped.
Right, so if that is a problem, then we'll have to change the animation rigs. This.
Okay. So what's the? Obviously, the questions is a big issue. Is there any other big issues you need to worry about?
Well, maybe potentially animation, that could be a big issue. If it's the biped isn't transferring right to Unreal, that could be a problem.
Also, you can have issues with the
They have
baking.
the coding, the baking, or
The baking's not gone quite so well. Like, it was sort of Visual Studios initially, and then
Yeah, that's all fixed.
That's good.
Yeah, the Visual Studio stuff's fixed. It was, and some of the stuff that we was having issues.
Is it still to do with the FBX, the bones? Is that coming up?
No, I think I fixed that, and now it's something else. Some of it's to do with the Quest system, and some of it's something else that's just popped up today. So I have to go through it and have a look. But I'm thinking it's more so bits of the Quest that they're just obviously not in the right positions or something like that. So hopefully it's easily fixable. But like I said, if it gets too much and slows us too far down, then it'll be scrapped and I'll move on to something else quickly.
Okay.
Also, Luke, did you see the problem with, well, now we usually do that NPC code where the NPCs run around and navigate thing. Is it, you said something that was a problem with that, putting that in
innovation. It was when I was doing innovation, it was that I have the mesh into the character. There's different processes to obviously having a character and AI moving to having just putting the mesh on a PC character. I've sorted that issue in innovation, so it'll be easy to actually just implement that into this game. Because now we've learned it there, we can just apply it here. So
That makes sense, yeah.
initially that issue, but it's not going to be an issue anymore.
Because that was something I was worried about for a while. But if that's sorted on Luke's innovation, then that's good. That means that's not really an issue anymore.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, that'll do, guys. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
He's right.